Hi, this is Trinity, and I want to tell a couple stories about some transgendered people that I've known in the past. I have just a few things to say about the transgender movement because I actually have some criticism, and I don't care if you don't like it. This is just my experience. So let's go back to the mid 90s. Yeah, 1995. Okay, I was living in the Castro. Back then, I identified as lesbian because I was dating a woman. I was in love with this woman. I was young. I was 20. I was young and dumb. Um, so, what happened was there was this the Whiptail Lizard Lounge. It was a woman only space in the Castro back then. I don't know what happened. I wish I should probably look into what happened to that place, but what I remember, what I observed, there was these long, drawn out meetings debating transgender back then and what it meant to be a woman and in this woman only space. And if we were going to exclude transgendered people and how we were going to go about doing that. And so these debates, because of course all these women want to do everything by consensus. So we're just going to debate this forever, right? Oh, fun, fun, fun. The problem was this is the situation is there was two transgendered people. One was a person who I felt was a very feminine in their energy, and everybody really liked this person, and everybody loved her. She's great. She just happened to still have a penis, but we liked her and we wanted her to be able to stay. See, this was the problem. There was this other person who was a man who chopped off his dick because he's socially awkward. I know what socially awkward is because I am too. This guy's vibe was old white man who probably been in jail. He just had a really, really creepy vibe and nobody liked him. And he revealed to us that he asked us actually, I think I put the pads on the wrong way because I guess he was after a surgery. He was experiencing some bleeding and he was using pads and he was putting the sticky side on his pubic hair instead of on the underwear like you're supposed to. Like somebody needed to explain to him that after he's ripped off his pubic hair. Ooh, that must have hurt. Anywho, so these conversations in this club of all women where we really wanted to get rid of the transgendered person that felt like a weird old man that just chopped off his dick because nobody likes him. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. And I think that what's upsetting to me is first of all, everybody wants to belong. It's a human nature. We are here on this earth in this arena here to learn how to love and find who we are. Self-acceptance. Let's start with self-acceptance, people. And this inclusivity that everybody needs to be included. Fuck that. I know when I was little, I held hands and I sung Kumbaya and I was very idealistic for many years. But I don't want to sing Kumbaya and have some one world religion and one world government. I'm scared of that. No. There are some people that I don't want in the circle for a reason. I really feel like it's when it comes to life, it's not about what we're doing necessarily. We really need to start paying attention and focusing on how we do things. The how. So I've watched a lot of videos recently of transgender female to male who've had surgery and they have their arm peeled off to create a phallus. And it's disturbing, I think, to me because in a sense they're so young. You're young. When you're that young, you don't know who you are, honey. You don't know. And maybe it's easier for these families that people grow up in when their children are grabbing, a boy wants to wear a dress or a girl's a tomboy, and we we'd rather put them in this category of transgender and mutilate them than just to accept them for who they are. Maybe that boy wants to wear a pink dress and play with dolls. What the frick is wrong with that? Wait till he's older. Really, kids should not be put on hormones. That's just wrong. We're creating in the future, my fear is that we're going to have in the future, in another generation, we're going to have this population of society of people that are sterilized, have massive medical problems, are in debt. Who's paying for all of this? Okay, there's supposed to be, therapists involved in this process. And that's a good thing. I honestly feel like there are some trans people that, like the rare birds that are like, yeah, I see you. That's a real thing happening. That's not just you got some issues you need to work out first. I think it should be required before people transition that they get a lot more damn therapy, especially about, sexual assault and molestation. I feel there's a large number of transgendered people who were raped as children, and that issue was never cared for. Before we mutilate children, let's give them some counseling about what else is going on. Please. That's just, I'm so disturbed. Why does it disturb me so much? I want to see people be happy. These young people that they don't realize what they're getting into. I mean, I think back to when I was 20. I am not that same person. I mean, it just feels like a lifetime ago. And I just don't understand. There's a time in my life where I felt like I was transgender. I mean, I like wearing men's underwear because they're comfortable. That doesn't mean I have to, associate it with a label and a whole lifestyle. It's a comfort thing. Whatever. I don't deny that I'm a woman, but I label myself as androgynous because, who wouldn't want the best of both worlds? I think we all have masculine and feminine qualities within us. Yeah, there's a spectrum. And then there's pain. There's a lot of pain. And I really hope that people that are, transition, that are young, young, you don't know. You really don't know. And if you haven't done therapy, I mean, really applied yourself to working on yourself, you're going to have to do that later. Anyways, so I would suggest you do it sooner than later, honestly.